Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year. It's myself, Watsy, and Martin O'Bradley, back for a new year, new season. Not new
You
season.
still your Christmas tree up?
Mate, it's bad luck. Today's the last day.
Today's the last day you get fairies.
I'll take it down the night.
You'll never get that down tonight. You're a lazy bastard. I know you. You'll never get that down tonight.
I'm having a wee cup of coffee.
Enjoy the rest of your year.
Enjoy the rest of my bad luck year.
Uh-huh.
What can you do? What can you do?
My decorations is all done.
I know. I noticed it's very bird looking.
I know. It's always the way.
How'd you get on over Christmas? All right, mate.
Very good. Very quiet.
Did Santa bring you any Subbuteo?
You did?
Did he?
Did. It's not that I'm a bit of a biggest fan, but
Eh?
check this out. You know what all the cool guys, all the revival guys go mad for?
What?
You know me. You know I'm a big TFM fan.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? So I'm jumping on to the snowy pitch
Oh,
brigade.
what?
How about that? Extreme works me arse. Okay? Stick your ass through up your hole. Pegasus can go to fuck. This is what we're on now. Next day, city competitions, the Winter Cup. Guess what we're playing the final on?
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Heck it. Drape it around me in the shade.
Looks like a punk sign when you drape it around you like that.
The Subbuteo out.
You are
All about the brand. All about the brand. I'm all about the Subbuteo.
all about the longshore.
That's it.
Here, talking about Table Football Monthly.
Yeah.
Did you see their Christmas special?
Oh, spectacular, man. Spectacular.
Ah, do you know what? And I was put to shame. Their studio and their rooms and their offices and their editing room and mate.
Wow.
Do you know what I done?
But that's where.
Do you know what I done? But
What did you do?
I got myself an iPad.
Did you?
I tried to up my game. I'm trying to keep up with the Table Football Monthly crew.
Ooh.
iPad for notes and all and questions and not going to use it like.
Very professional.
And our wee camera, my wee phone, your wee phone. We should do a studio tour of our own some week.
It'll be a big hit. Check this out as well. But you know what? Boys will go mad for buying that wee bit of cardboard.
What is it?
It's a wee comes with the pitch.
All right.
Boys will pay money for that.
Time to get you up.
Probably not many of them about. I should put it up. I'll keep it for next year's Christmas run up, and I'll put that up. I'll get rid of my perfect cousin.
You can't get rid of my perfect cousin.
I'll put that up instead.
Here,
Check this out as well.
what?
In the bag.
What?
You love this sort of thing.
Balls.
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 Subbuteo balls.
Can we use them at the next competition? Please?
See if they were like a circle or even round, we could use them. There's like a big fucking track and lip round the
Like
middle.
a rugby ball?
Huh?
Shabby. You can see it. You can actually see it.
You see it?
Shabby.
There's a pink one for you.
Thank you. Don't be going down that road now. That's not nice.
What?
On the day of Dycher's Bakery and all.
What? A yellow one? That's even fucking worse. Who the fuck buys this stuff? Who pumps this stuff out?
Santa bought that. Santa made
Santa
that.
bought that. Santa made
The
that.
L's,
I know.
the L's must have been the boy that was on the Christmas special.
We fucking hands freezing trying to put them Subbuteo balls together.
Mate, you know what I have to say? You know the way I dressed up as an elf and all for our Christmas special? And then the TFM Christmas special come out and there's your man dressed as an elf.
Who was dressed as an elf?
That other boy.
Oh, yeah.
Smithy.
What do you call him?
Smithy.
What do you call him? Smithy?
Smithy, I think. Right. Let's go and check.
Popular show. I'm a big fan.
let's
Popular
let's
show.
check out their our favourite Barry Says.
Let's get the pictures out of storage again, folks. Roll on 2022.
Thank you, Barry. Speaking to people, I see you done a wee video for Subbuteo Fest. Smoking?
Smoking? No.
You weren't. I'll see you at Subbuteo Fest. A big fag in your hand.
Sounds like me.
That's really going to sell a game. Yeah, remember, you must be full.
Where has it been on the TV?
It's all over Facebook. Your big bake's all over Facebook smoking.
Quite famous.
Right, fantasy football. There's fucking. Do you know what? Just forget about
The football was over.
What's going on in the past. Let's check it out. Right, this month we actually going to try and run a prize. So Argo Soccer, our good friend Jason Christopher, is going to sponsor a prize for the overall winner for January. December was a bit of a washout with all the COVID, so hopefully we'll start getting out of that shit.
I thought it was all over. I thought it was over, and Man City had won.
Nah, it's not over. Well, it's good as over, but sure, the fantasy football's still going on. Going to start at the bottom because better crack starting at the bottom.
To get to you.
Jude Morrow, Olympic Mayonnaise, still bottom. David Farley, the Chubbins, game of the day, dude.
Game of the day, dude. Where's he?
Second from bottom. This is probably the only time he'll get called out in the top 3 or 4 at the start of the fantasy football.
Where's by David? What?
Hold on, I have to see. I'm in 34th. Hold on, dickhead. You're in 33rd. There's only
33rd better than 34.
6 points between us. Chicken Tikka Elliott's 31st. Sam Stewart 30th. Trying to find your mate. Dave Murray Kelly 24th. Dave Hunter 23rd.
Jesus, Dave.
Let me see. Chris Morris 19th. See, Chris Morris is going to try a wee bit of painting. Gary Downs up in 15th. Big G. Paul Riddler, Subbuteo Legends 10th. The Hybrid Man 9th.
The Hybrid
Man Clark
behind
8th. Barry Spence 7th. Top 3. John Henson is in 3rd. Dynamo Devoke Thomas Regan, Ballydown Blues in 2nd, and we are group rating nicely back on top where he belongs. There's no us this week because it is what you call it this week, FA Cup. So,
explain that to me.
For fuck's sake, it doesn't count.
Why does not count?
There's no points. You're not playing. It's not Premier League.
Oh, it's a different thing. Anyway,
what?
I'm throwing in the white flag with a Hybrid Man.
You're done.
He's won the war. So I have a present. I have a present to send him. Hybrid Man.
Let me see.
Prize, not present. Prize for winning.
What? Best food ever.
I'm gonna get it signed and framed, sent over. I think of that. You like that? You like that, Hybrid Man?
Signed by Shane Duffy.
What the jumps? Hey.
Absolutely. You should have got the one with Bart Simpson's better.
It's the Bart Simpson one.
Have you not seen the Bart and Homer one?
Nah.
Their 2 heads are switched. He's Homer and Ronaldo's Bart. Right. That's fantasy football. That's everything. No washing until next week. So only one thing to do is introduce our guest, Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can you say about this dude? Everybody knows him. The one and only Manchester table football legend, Mr. Daniel Lilly.
Welcome, Daniel.
How you doing, guys? You okay?
Oh, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah.
Great, man.
Happy days.
What's the shirt you're wearing? You sit back to see your football shirt.
Oh, this is the new Manchester shirt. This one.
Oh.
Yeah, new Manchester. Crazy.
Very nice.
Super Slide still going?
Yeah. We just do walls and some cloths and stuff like that. We just do it through the website now, through Facebook. Sorry, now it's special. But yeah, probably sold about 300 to 400 walls worldwide. So yeah, it's done okay.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
So is Super Slade your business, Daniel?
Yeah.
You prefer Daniel or Dan?
Daniel. Knobhead sometimes on the table.
Super Slide.
Sorry, say again?
Big fan of the Super Slide. I got the Super Slide in my box, man.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow, for days.
Wall as well, Bradley.
It's what?
You've a wee Super Slade wall.
I have a wee Super Slide wall.
Oh, wow, okay.
Polish. Just have a polish. Polish come in a great wee spray bottle.
Yeah.
Cool wee silver spray bottle.
Yeah.
The polish no more.
No, well, I'm bringing out again soon because I know the market. When I say the market, it's only Subbuteo, of course, but it's quite competitive out there, you know. So I've been actually using Extreme Works for a while, to be fair. But it's just listen. It's end of the day, it's Subbuteo, and it's but yeah, the polish and the cloth did well, and yeah, it's good, really.
Happy days. And you've had your club's Manchester Table Football Club, isn't it?
Well, we just changed the name now, actually. So we've changed the name to Manchester Subbuteo Club now. The club has been going since like the 80s, but it got kind of reborn again in 2010 by myself and Greg Salmons. So and then Greg's gone out. Greg is too busy now, so yeah, it's just myself, just cracking on. And there's the old wow. That's crazy. It's crazy.
How did I get that?
That's the old badge. Yeah, we've changed the badge about 3 or 4 times, to be fair, over the last 12 years. But yeah, we're sticking with this now, and it's going okay. We've got some great plans for this year, and yeah, should be good. What are
your numbers like for members and stuff?
So at the minute we've had up to 15 members sometimes, but we've now only got 5 kind of solid continuous players. We've just signed Sean Dunn from East Lancs, looking to sign a couple more as well. But yeah, we're more of an individual club, to be fair. And like I said, this year we're recruiting a couple of youth players actually coming into the club, and hopefully that'll spur us on into trying to get teams back again, because we've had some very good teams and very good players over the years, like Steve Clark, Dave Baxter. Yeah, so we've had some really good players over the Brian Daly's played for us.
Did you let a Liverpool Publian into your club?
Yeah, we did.
That's not good there.
We did, unfortunately, yeah. But yeah, I know Brian really well. And, we've known each other for 12, 13 years now. So yeah, it's crazy, really, mate. It's we've had some good teams. I've travelled across Europe. Well, not with Manchester, but I've travelled across Europe and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good.
You weren't part of that Chip Slip and Clyde club, were you, at any stage?
No, that's that's Finchy and Fingy, and Finchy and Clark and all that. So no, it wasn't actually. No. I've always played for Manchester. I've had offers, not offers, but I've had clubs looking to not looking to sign me out. How do I say it? I sound like I'm Ronaldo or something. You know what I mean. Anyway, you know what I mean. I've had clubs like asking me to come along there and stuff like that. But I've just always played for Manchester, and it's always been my club. So, and Manchester has always needed a Subbuteo club. It's of course probably one of the biggest cities in the world for football. So it needs to have a Subbuteo club in it. And that's why I've just continued really, and just I pumped so much money into not just Manchester but into Subbuteo over the 12, 13 years that I've been in it competitively. It's crazy.
Because I always remember when I first started looking through Subbuteo, before I started replaying again, I was sort of following people who were playing Subbuteo on Twitter, and you were one of the first ones I came across
Okay.
on Twitter. Was at your club, and I always remember the room was really fucking fancy, proper, what you would want a Subbuteo room to look like. You know what I mean?
You played
Yeah,
in,
yeah. Yeah, well, I've got a good
hotel
game view
football.
myself, but yeah, we've had some good venues over the time, and we're actually at a venue called it's Tunstall Golf Club now. It's a golf club over in Greater Manchester, and the thing is the thing is about Manchester Subbuteo Club is that we've always been able to get a free venue as well. A lot of people struggle with free venues, but if you get that free venue and kind of put money behind the bar in drinks and stuff, you know, that's the best way to go about it. And
Best way, man.
And the promotion for that venue as well, you know, can be quite good, you know. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
But them numbers you have, five people. Like recently, we've been playing most of our Monday nights with 6 people, and it's 5 and 6 people's ideal. You know,
Five's dead.
Gets you a good round of games. You can have a couple of groups, or you can play a league, and it gets you home early as well if you're playing on a Monday night or whatever. What night do you play?
So we're playing on the last Friday of every month at the minute. We're looking to try and do 2 a month. And again, once we get this promotion, we've got like I said, we've got some quite good events coming up with like the National Football Museum and classic football shirt shops in Manchester and stuff. So we've done quite a bit with National Football Museum before actually, and I'm looking to try and spur it on this time and try and really develop the youth side of the game and just bring I won't say bring them away from computer games, but guys, we know that, you know, the excitement of scoring a goal in Subbuteo is 10 times more than one scoring in FIFA. Oh. So it's you know, that's what I'm looking to do. And like I said, over the years I've done so much stuff in Subbuteo. You know, obviously the Professional Table Soccer Association, that started off really well and stuff like that. And but now it's just concentrating on Manchester, concentrating on my own game as well, and just improving my own game. I have been a much better player than I am now, but I am starting to develop again back into a good player. So.
Good man.
What about the future? What you fancy Rome, or is that too much of a jump?
The what, sorry?
You fancy going to the World Cup, or is that too soon?
Yeah. Well, I think in 2012, England was short of players, and I had a chance to go then, but I couldn't. And yeah, just I'm looking to develop my game again to a standard that I can compete against, you know, better players. You know, the likes of Brian Daly and stuff again. You know, I've had draws against him, and we've had some really good games against each other. And just getting to that standard again, really, getting to that kind of, and I think I'm coming close, to be fair. Just you know, like I said, Subbuteo, and each game at a time, of course. But yeah, it's good, really.
And Brian Daly's he's been over with us a couple of times, and he's not an easy player to play against. You know, if you're getting draws with Brian Daly, you're doing good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think our last game we played against each other, actually, I was 1-0 up, and we had about 5 minutes to go, and he managed to score 2 goals.
You bastard.
Yeah, so but listen, it is what it is. He's a very good player. But over the time, you know, he does beat me 3-2, 3-4-0 sometimes, or 3-1, 4-1, whatever. But yeah, like the other day I played against Ruby Matthews, and I think it was 2-1 up if I remember rightly, and she just scored 2 amazing goals out of the blue, and I couldn't believe it. Like that, you know, the girl is just so talented. But you know, when you, I think I might have gone 1-0 up or 2-1 up or something, and I thought to myself, all right, I'll be all right now. But you can't even look away for a second. She's just so good. She is so good, and I think she beat me 3-2. So it just shows how good she's come on. Because I think, for example, Ruby, we signed Ruby first. Manchester signed Ruby first. You know, bought her a shirt and kind of took her under our wing a little bit with her dad, but yeah, she's an amazing player. But yeah, like I said, just coming up against good players, and like I said, I'm coming to every event in the UK this year going forward. So the reason why I've been quite quiet over the last year or so is just because of kids. You know, I've got 2 kids, a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, and of course that just takes time away. You know, so.
Big time. Don't they're not annoying you now?
Well, yeah, they're both in bed at the minute, or one's just gone to bed. So yeah, No, it's good. It's good. I don't think I'll be getting them. The two girls. I don't think that I'll let them do what they want to do. But I will show them the game. They do know it, and they do stand on the table and stuff like that, and wreck me Extreme Works pictures and stuff. But hey, it is what it is.
Brilliant.
What's happening over there is amazing. You know, it's a good time to come back to it competitively because there's so many new events happening. Alan's starting all these different wobbly leagues and stuff. So you're spoiled for choice, aren't you? And you're in a great location in Manchester.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, over the years we've had some very good teams, very good players, and we've done really well over the time in some team events and stuff. Won a lot of plates, to be fair, than winning the actual tournaments, but we've done pretty well. But yeah, I'm more of a plate winner myself. I've never won a proper tournament before. I've won a couple of Wasper events, but I mean, like, you know, a proper tournament, I normally go to the plate stage and then win that instead of something. But yeah, at least we're going home with a trophy, you know. So
you can't knock a plate.
Nah.
Plate player.
Everybody knows that plate's where it's at, really.
That's where the real game's at, you know. Definitely.
Here, I have to ask you a serious question now. Red or blue?
You know what? I'm actually a blue and white. I'm actually a Blackburn Rovers fan. I'm a big Blackburn Rovers fan.
I knew that.
How did you know that?
Well, my cousin Terence lives in Manchester, but he's from Darwin.
Yeah.
And the Blackburn Rovers football ground was in Darwin. Isn't that right?
It's right next to Darwin. Yeah, we have a Darwin end stand as well. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
And my cousin Terence met you one night at something. Don't know what it was. I think it was some Christmas do or something, but it was some Blackburn thing or something like that.
No way.
Right.
Wow.
That's years ago, man.
Small world.
It is a small world. Yeah, well, Subbuteo is a small world. It's certainly getting bigger, to be fair, but it is a small world, to be fair. Like I said, you know, I've had some crazy nights and crazy, like, I think I remember one night I think it might have been like the Glasgow Grand Prix 2010 or something like that, and it ended up, we was playing on the Saturday and the Sunday, and me, Casper Bennett, I don't know if you know Casper Bennett. Do you know Casper Bennett?
Yeah.
We know all of them.
Me, Casper, I think it might have been Paul Lawrence and maybe, I can't remember now, Chris Shaw or Chris Thomas. And we was out all night. We didn't even go to bed. And the next day we turned up and we couldn't even see the men. It was that, you know, obviously we've had a good night, of course, and it was just I've had so many different nights like that. You know, it's crazy. And yeah, that's what I'm looking to try and get at again. Not them kind of nights, but that kind of not level as well. Just that kind of playing level, you know. So I think yeah, coming into this year now, I'm going forward now. I'm definitely, you know, 100% into I've just bought 2 new Extreme teams, and I spent so much on the Extreme team. It's unbelievable. I hope the wife isn't listening, but yeah, just crazy.
What are you talking?
Oh no, well, I've got 5 sets of Pro Evo 2s now. Well, as you know what prices can be like with, and to be fair, I play with Pro Evo 2. I've played with Extreme Works now for 5 or 6 years now, and I know Claudio quite well, and the whole thing is Extreme Works. To be fair, I've actually brought my own bases out before as well, and I've actually got my own copyright bases, but I've not got to that stage yet. Not money wise, it's not really about that. It's just about how saturated the market is with different bases here, then everywhere. You know, so just I've kind of kept out of it. So
it's a minefield, isn't it?
How were you making the bases?
The what? Sorry.
How were you making the bases?
So yeah, we was going. We had the mold set up. We've got it all. We had the mold. Basically, it's like it's you have to get the mold. The mold is like nearly $6,000. So we had everything in place. We had 3D printing done first to get the sizes right and stuff like that. And this was like really advanced 3D printing. But these days, 3D printing can actually get really good as well. To be fair, so but yeah, it was all CNC. It was proper the way Astro Base and Extreme Works do it really. See with Tashar, something like Tashar do it a little bit different, where it comes in like reels and reels of bases, and it's kind of like snap and play, if you know what I mean. Where with Extreme Works or with and Tashara are very good, by the way, I'm not saying that, but with Extreme Works and Astral Base, they're more individually looked at via molds and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. It was good, and I think you never know. One day you might see something come out, but I'd probably, if anything, I'd probably just go more down the pitches route. To be fair, I think bringing pitches out will be the next thing that I'd like to do.
Martin O got a new pitch. He got one specially designed. Have you got it there, Martin?
I do. Well, I drape it around me.
Oh well, the old nice.
Yeah.
People.
Somebody got it.
Subbuteo.
Wowzers, that is a crazy pitch.
Would you go if you were making pitches now? Would you be looking at like an Astro type of pitch? We have back on it, or cloth pitch?
Without a doubt. I'm a very fast player, me, and I feel that Extreme Works pitches are the best pitches out there. Now, some people don't like them. You know, some people do like the slower AstroTurf, i.e., like a Subbuteo Astro pitch, or even an Astro Base or anything like that. But yeah, in my eyes, Extreme Works is the best pitch out there at the minute, and all that is kind of low density flock material on a rubber backing. I know it might sound easy, that it kind of is easy. It's just about getting it right. But I think I would go more down the neoprene route. And I know that, I think not Pegasus, I think it was Zuego. I think Zuego went down the neoprene route. I don't know what neoprene is, but it's like a different material. But
wetsuit sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is very fast as well. A bit like swimsuits, like a swimsuit material, you know.
But them Zugo pitches were right and slow.
Which one? Sorry.
Pegasus, the Zugos. They're not very slow pitches.
Zuego, someone will probably on a comment or something correct me, but I'm sure Zuego brought a neoprene pitch out and it was absolutely rapid. Like, it was crazily fast. It was like an Extreme Works fast, really. But something was not right about it. I don't know. Obviously, that's why it's not kind of developed into a massive thing. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, basically like a mouse mat feel. That it'll give you like a more truer run. See, on an Extreme Works pitch, even though they're amazing, you do get movement of the ball sometimes and stuff like that. And when you're playing in competitive games, and that can actually disrupt you sometimes. I know it might sound silly, it's just a game, but I think it's kind of a sport. But I mean, if you know what I mean, just a little bit of movement of the ball, or like the lines might be a little bit too raised, and then you end up flicking it 10 mile away and stuff like that. So yeah, just I think I'll go down the routes next.
I'm a big fan of a well-used Astro pitch.
Yeah.
One that's been played on, the more they play it on, the better they get.
Without a doubt, yeah. You can't. I've just said it, Extreme Works pitch, but I mean, from a standard of playing point of view, and an equal playing point of view between players, you're right there. A well-worn Subbuteo Astro pitch is, and even on something like a San Siro backing, is perfect, absolutely perfect.
It's hard because for years that's all we played on was Astros. And then recently we've went with Extreme, and at the start I always thought the Extreme was too fast at the start, and then you were polishing and then using the Extreme. I realized then you didn't have to polish as much for the Extreme, and it made it so much better. Once you get used to them Extreme pitches, come back to an Astros, like come back to playing on a gravel football pitch when you
exactly.
Like, this is night and day.
Exactly, and I think that's why World Cups and internationals now and stuff like that are all going down the Extreme Works pitch or the Astro pitch, because it's a pure equal level playing field. And like you just said there, you've really got to think about your flicking distances and stuff like that when you're changing all the time. See, obviously Manchester play with Extreme Works pitch now throughout. I play personally with Extreme Works pitch, and most of the UK does now, to be fair. And yeah, it really helps you out. It makes your game more consistent. It doesn't matter what you play on. It could be an Extreme Works pitch, or it could be any other pitch. As long as you're playing that on a consistent basis, you'll get better at Subbuteo. But like you just said there, Lawrence, if you're swapping and changing, it can be disheartening sometimes, to be fair, when your players are not reaching the ball, they're reaching it too much. You're leaving bigger gaps in between the ball and the player and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I
mean, we have a situation sometimes where we need 4 tables for a club night, and our 4th table's an Astro, and nobody wants to go and play on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're better sometimes if you're playing in the Astro just to play all your games in the Astro at the start, and then when you get the knockouts, move up the extreme, because it can't change your game plan. You know, you play one match on an extreme, then you drop back to an Astro, and then you come back to an extreme. You're flipping all over the place.
Definitely, no, yeah, fully agree.
So we're expecting a sipping today. We're expecting soon then.
Possibly, yeah. Like I said, I know it's not all about money, but you know, you can ask people. I've put so much money into this game; it's ridiculous. Not just, you know, just like whatever, you know, just doing tournaments or just doing different things. You know, just you know. I kind of introduced a lot of money into the game, and I shouldn't have done really. You know, it doesn't need money, the game. It doesn't, or the sport. It doesn't need money. You know, at the end of the day, your enjoyment is you opening your box and getting your teams out on the pitch. I think that when we did the Sliders Tour back in, we did the Sliders Tour for 3 or 4 years, which was, I think we started in like 2012, something like that. And that was really good. We had some really good players turning up to it every game week. You know, Chris Thomas's and Matt Lampett's, and you know, all the good UK players really, Justin Finch, and it was really good. But we was also introducing money winnings into it as well, and it was like, you know, does it need it? You know, we're getting points and you're getting trophies. Does it need that money as well? It didn't need it. I was just thinking like the Barry Earn type of. I was thinking, you know, I can bring this game or this sport into more of a Barry Earn type kind of vibe, if you know what I mean, and it just wasn't at that level, and that's why obviously when I got to the end of the Sliders Tour, I brought in the PTSA, the Professional Table Soccer Association, which it wasn't about professional level in playing, because you can't really judge that, and also if you go into Europe it's a much better level than UK, but it was more about how it ran, and how you know, and stuff like that. And we did the first event in Manchester, and it was amazing. You know, we had players coming from Italy, Spain, Greece. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. And again, there was money involved, but something just happened. And it just didn't kick on. And we actually got to a stage of it where it was potentially going to be on Sky TV. And I don't know if you've ever seen any articles about it in the past, but it was on the verge of. I had deals in place ready to go. And yeah, it just foiled out again. So that's why now I took a bit of a back step between 18 and obviously just for COVID anyway, but between 18 and now, and just kind of concentrate on my own game and concentrate on Manchester now. That's it.
I think if anyone started to bring money into the game now, we'd still not make any money, Martin Oak.
No, exactly. No, I think it's a sport because I was involved in a game, in a board game called Clask as well. I don't know if you ever know. You don't if you know Clask.
I heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Danish guy. I know the creator of it, Mikkel. But that had a very good TV exposure, and a very good TV kind of appearance, and people loved it. But I just thought, you know, if you actually brought Subbuteo into the TV game, oh my God, it'd just be incredible. I think
people would love it.
Yeah, you know, if it had proper production,
that every week. I'm saying proper production.
Yeah,
I'm saying that every week.
Yeah.
Did you see the Scottish boys?
Exactly. You know, look at that. That was great production.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Yeah. And the full match is on YouTube, filmed by the BBC. That's unbelievable.
But you think of the recent weeks, what's been going on? The BBC are starting to cover it a lot. You seen Ruby on a couple last week or during Christmas. So that's Ruby. Jerry was on. The Glasgow boys were on.
Yeah.
Finchy's meant to be on. You know, BBC are sort of catching on to something. It could happen still, you know. Look, Channel 4 run it in the early 90s. You know, there's that show come on the Monday night or whatever, the highlights and stuff. And it showed you the World Cup and whatever. So it could happen, you never know.
It could do, yeah.
People would watch it. I caught myself fucking watching curling the other day on the TV. I happened to flick over and it was on, and I watched it. Hour and a half later, I'm like, shit.
I need to get back to work.
You know what I mean?
When we did the PTSA, the Professional Table Soccer Association, we had 8 sponsors, and 8 different companies sponsoring, and we were selling around the pitches. We had the and I've got a couple still at Manchester. We had the we've got the World Cup pitches at World Cup stadiums actually. It's like I don't know if you've seen them or not, but you've probably seen some of our stadiums. They're the old the 2012 World Cup ones, and we acquired them off Alan Collins. When I mean acquired them, I bought them off him basically. So we've got 3 now. We haven't got 4 anymore. We've got 3. One got damaged, but we actually the PTSA actually sold sponsorship banners around the pitches. So each pitch was sponsored by a company, but also around the inside of the pitch as well was loads of banners as well. So that side of things, the marketing side of things, you know, if a barrier did come in, I know he wouldn't, but I'm just saying if he did come in, there is an opportunity there for companies to, on a very lower scale, a miniature basically, to actually sponsor stadiums for TV. If you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Alan Lee could be your man.
well, yeah.
My idea always had been to go round and Derry, like all the local shops, you know, like the wee one-man band shops, fucking like PJ stores or burger shops and things like that there, and sell them like just more for a bit of crack than anything. But like, you know what I mean? 40 quid, 50 quid, and we'll do a fucking siding round the side of the Subbuteo pitch. And they can see it on YouTube, and do you know what I mean? They can see it on Facebook, and we'll pump them out each fucking weekend. Do you know what I mean? This match sponsored by, I don't know, Wheelers. Do you know what I mean? Something like that there. Paulo's Pizzas. You know, the wee bags down the side. We got ones done, didn't we?
We got them done for a bit of crack, but they were only joke ones, like.
Joke ones like the Derry News, you know, the newspaper.
Exactly.
You know, 50,
yeah.
50 quid and we'll stick a sticker on the Subbuteo pitch.
It's crazy because, like, you know, again, it needs that investment, of course, and I did do the initial investment, but I must have spent about $5,000 on it all in total, like, but yeah, basically, like you just said there, you know, the game, like you just said, I think you mentioned Alan Lee. Then Alan Lee is kind of, you know, been in the game now probably for ages, but he's come back into the game, you know, the last 2 years or so, and doing what I did 12 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. But I think it's got to a bit of a different stage now where where lockdown has really helped the game out. And yeah, I think that it's at a really good stage now. And that's why I actually got appointed as, I used to be the English Subbuteo chairman, but I actually got appointed as the marketing director or whatever this year. But when I seen that the vibe that Alan was bringing off, I thought, you know what, let Alan run with it. You know, I'll just again step back and just concentrate on my own thing. You know, because I hope it all works out. And at the minute it seems really good and the vibe's really good in the world. But I don't want to be negative at all. But in Subbuteo, probably like, you know, you just get vibes. You get like yearly vibes, and but I think we're certainly on a massive up curve at the minute, and I just hope hopefully it just keeps going up and up and up. You know,
100%.
It's always easier to kick something off and keep her going, but isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Keep it running's a thing. Here, I'm going to have a wee quick look. We obviously know what's going to be in your box, so we'll have a look at what's in your box. So here is Daniel Lilly's What's in Your Box.
Show you the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Hi guys, so this is my What's in the Box. So this is my box. It's actually an old poker chip box, an empty poker chip box with customised foam inside. But yeah, anyway, I've got my polishing cloth, which is like polishing cloth. I've got my clock, my timer, sorry. I've got 2 goalkeepers. Let's just get this out. I've got 2 goalkeepers. One of them is a carbon rod with a keeper, of course. One of them is like a customised carbon rod one with my team on it, Blackburn Rovers. And again, customised goalkeeper, if you can see that. The bases that I use are EW Pro Evo 2s, as you can see. Oops, there we go. Pro Evo 2s. I've got a Lazio team. I've got an all silver team. Like an all silver chrome team, I have a Blackburn team. I've also got a Manchester Rovers team as well. These are on a different base at the minute, but I have got EWs to go on them. But there you go. Balls, tangos, customised ones. Blackburn Rovers badge. I've also got a Paphos badge, which I think is one of the best badges in world football. Charity badge, Subbuteo badge. I have a little book for results as well sometimes when I want to put them in. Super slide polish, which is pretty good. Super slide wall, which is again okay. Loads of stickers, and yeah, that's my box. Thanks, guys.
Brilliant, Daniel. Nice box. Obviously,
Brilliant, man.
works. I'd like to honestly thank you for coming on the show. Obviously, you're a bit of a tactician when it comes to Subbuteo, and the stuff you're making and the stuff you plan to make is going to be a great improvement to the game when you do decide to release it. So it's been a pleasure to have you, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I really do. Thank you.
Man.
And hopefully we'll see you somewhere in the future.
He's not done yet. He's not done yet.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying, hopefully we get to see you somewhere.
You will, yeah, you will. I'll certainly come over there, or fly over there, or I'll get the boat over there without a doubt. So.
Aye, definitely.
Brilliant.
We have goal of the week to pick from, so we're obviously going to let you see the goals here. So here is this week's goals of the week.
Now I've got a cousin called Kevin.
Visto malissimo, me ne sono accorto dopo di guarda.
Yep. I wasn't watching it. I must have got it. It's pointing.
Lovely goals. So, in your professional opinion?
Well, I don't think you can go away from number 2, can you? To be fair, I think it's the other goals are really good. The third one coming off the defender is really good. The first one's all right as well. Don't get me wrong, but of course you can't. That second one is just. I've scored quite a few myself. The way the guy actually had his keeper actually. I have actually scored. I score a lot direct from the corner. Like I just go direct in from the corner, then they pull it in with the keeper. I thought he was actually going to do that when I first seen it, but yeah, you can't beat a running shot like that. You know, and people think, oh, he's offside, but as we know, you're not offside if it's continuous running. So
Ball's still moving.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Great goal. Like you can't argue that at all.
I have to give it to him. He's been a bridesmaid before, but Mr. Alan Lee, goal of the week.
Goal of the week. Well done, Alan. Daniel, thanks a million, man. And I'm sure we'll see you somewhere, and appreciate your time. Take her easy and enjoy the rest of the week.
Thank you. Take care.
Brilliant.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Daniel, man.
Cheers, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it.
Good man, Daniel.
It's all up there.
It's all up there, man. Yeah.
Definitely.
His first rodeo.
No. We'll never make money out of Subbuteo if they brought money into it.
Where did I get that Manchester sticker from?
Must have sent it when we started out or something. I remember you getting stickers sent all the time, and they used to keep them, never give me any. Anyway, we're going to do some match highlights. So this week's match highlights is from Alan Lee and Kevin Cardell. So check us out.
There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. the hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will call his chickens home. The wise men will bow down before the throne, and at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns when the man comes around. Whoever is unjust, let him be unjust still. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words long written down when the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing.
I have to say, I've never seen anyone taking a beating like that. The last time I seen anyone taking a beating like that was Apollo Creed by the Russian. The Russian gave Apollo Creed a beating like that in Rocky IV, and it wasn't nice.
There's a lot of cutting out on there.
Did you cut out all Alan's good bits?
Cut out all Alan's best bits. They were too long and drawn out and technical, and you know what I mean? Which maybe made it look
one-sided.
But
Bad editing. Sorry, Alan, bad editing. No, I'll sack the editor.
see the way it turns out when you pour it properly.
You should get one of them stupid things you pay like loads of money for and screw it on the top.
I don't need it.
The beer's £2 dear, and
I don't need it. Look at that.
Gorgeous. Here,
can't tip it off the camera, but there's a shamrock in the head.
Touched on it briefly. So I wanted us to go back to something we used to do last year. Here is Ruby Matthews with Ruby.
Tactically better than a computer game, but it's something unique, which I enjoy. Some of the rules are similar to real football, but you play it where you flick with your hand and you use the player to hit the ball, and then once you've flicked, the other opponent can block. You've got to be able to control the ball, be able to shoot, maybe have a good keeper and defend. So when they attack you and the ball gets past this line, you've got to defend it so they can't score. So my dad played it when he was a teenager, and then about 5 years ago he showed it me, and I immediately took a hit to it and I started playing, and we had a table at home and we constantly played, and then it's grew to now. I
hadn't played myself for 35 years and on a whim set myself a new table up and literally thought it might come out 2-3 times a year. We found ourselves playing 2-3 times a week or 2-3 times a night sometimes.
A bit nervous because I've never obviously played one before, but quite excited because it'll be something different which I haven't done in Subbuteo before.
Well done, Rubes. Good to see
Gary's
you.
a star.
Go.
Absolute
Right, mister.
Star.
Mister,
Yes.
give me some results and be quick,
Okay.
please.
Right. What do we want? What do we want?
We want Subbuteo. When do we want it? Now.
Well, we go at the news. Maybe not so much results, but news.
Go ahead.
Our Vincent, St. Vincent, has come out with his monthly
Oh yes.
Wasper records.
I haven't had a chance. Are you
Haven't
going
had
to
a
tell me
chance.
where I am in the league and all?
Tell you where you are. Been some changes.
Oh.
Changes. If we go to the individual open rankings, number 10, Alikos Apatsis, Flaming Flicker, Subbuteo Club, Greece. Number 9, Rudy Hesty, Singapore, Jurong Subbuteo Club. Number 8, Giuseppe Tardiota, Australia, Brisbane Subbuteo Club. Number 7, our Australian, Alan Kimber, Subbuteo Perth. Couple of Italians, big names we all know. Number 6, Simone Parati, Subbuteo Club Tierney. Number 4, Marco Parati, Subbuteo Club Tierney. Another Australian, and at number 4, Elliot Kennedy, Northern Falcons Table Football Club. Top 3.
Oh, we know who's
Top
number 1
3.
is. We know who number 1 is.
We've seen a boy number 1 getting the prize before Christmas, if you remember that.
Yep.
Third on the table, Jeffrey Moraine, Belgium, ASNR. Now, number 2 on the list.
That must be Brian Daly, is it?
Number 2 is Alan Lee of England, of
No
Italy
way.
and France. Number 1, back on top, sexiest man in Subbuteo, Brian Daly.
Well done, Daly. Well done.
Up the bad boy. Up the
You
bad
deserve
boy.
it.
It's no surprise to anybody. Individual junior rankings, number 1.
Ruby.
One and only, Ruby Matthews. There you go.
What about the clubs?
Clubs, top clubs. At 10, Sydney Table Football Club. Number 9, Northern Falcons Table Football Club, all the Australians. Number 8, Subbuteo Perth, all the Australians. Big G in the boys, Johannesburg Table
Well
Football
done, G.
Club. And at number 7, Belgium's SC Flanders. And at number 6, Firenze from Italy. And at number 5, Flaming Flickers again from Greece. And at number 4, number 3, Day City Table Football Club. Number 2, Temple Uve United from Belgium. And number 1, not a big surprise, our sister club, the one and only Ruby Matthews, hometown maiden, London Road Subbuteo Club, number 1.
Ian,
Top club.
Ruby, and everybody at London Road. Well done. Champion. Run down where we are, me and you.
Where me and you is, right. Well, hold on a minute. We'll see if we can get a few friends in here. St. Vincent, sitting on number 12 on the overall rankings, just outside the top 10. Kane Matthews on number 17, London Road. Day City Table Football Club's one and only, Barry says Spence, number 23. Just 1 point above the God of the Beautiful Fountains, Elliot Bellefontaine, at number 24. Where are we going? Martin O'Bradley, this dude, number 36.
Well done,
Ruby
Martin.
Matthews, thank you very much, sitting number 39. The one and only legend, Kenny Beggs, number 40, top 40 for all of us. So far, where are you? Still going here.
Last time I was
Well done.
there, I was 100 odd.
JC Jason Christopher, number 56. Just 1 place above Justin Finch, coming in at number 57. Tancock Wee, number 61. What? What? Singapore Subbuteo legend, Tancock Wee, number 61. What's wrong?
No.
What's wrong?
No.
Ireland's champ, Mark Farrell, number 63 on the run-up. Friendly show, friendly club, everybody's buddy. the one and only Italian/German/Englishman, Rudy Peter Shinnick, number 66, on the table.
Oh, he'll be happy with that.
Let's go.
He'll be happy with that. Do you know why?
Why?
Because England won the World Cup in '66. He'll be delighted with that.
He'll be delighted with that. We're very good friend of the show, the one and only Mr. Nick Pearson, number 73, on the table. Where are we going? Justin Scott, Wolverhampton legend. Justin Scott, 81, on the table.
Lovely.
Benji, the man from down under batting, number 87. The German Dynamo, Sven Schilling, number 88. Ladies and gentlemen, top 100, all-time, high-scoring, record-ranking points, Mr. Lawrence Vincent Watson, number 91.
Ah, I'm inside the top 100.
Inside the top 100. Anybody
I'm talking
outside
top
the
4
100?
placings.
Danny Lilly, number 113. Sorry, Danny. Sheen Moore, we want more. The man with a plan. Him that knows everything. Eh? The hottest man in Subbuteo, number 122 in the rankings. Our own expat, Simon Stewart, number 125. Dan the Man Cranston, Dangerous Dan from America, 125th. We could go on.
We could. That'll do us.
Podcast Supremo and legend, Mr. Derek Eyre, number 147.
Brilliant, Derek. Where's our Paul Pearson? Did you miss him?
I haven't missed him. Brendan Ashley. We are Groot.
We are Groot.
Number 168.
Well done.
Rankings. Very good. Haven't found Paul Pearson yet. Fred Elishbow, number 190. Can't find Paul Pearson.
I think there's nearly 4,000 people in that league, isn't there?
Nah, they're fucked up. Many times.
Oh, it's about 1,200, isn't it?
I'm still not seeing Paul Pearson. Yeah, you're in there, Paul. I might have went past him.
You think you went past him? He'd have been up. He'd have been higher than. He'd have been up around us. Me, anyway.
It only goes up to 846, but there's like 30 boys that are 846. You know what I mean?
Some numbers.
Anyway,
that'll do us. Thanks very much.
Some big news.
What?
Over from America. Can we just get that one on quick?
Hurry.
We're good buddies, Zach Walker and Peggy Sheridan have set up the Colorado Subbuteo League and have had their first meeting. So, top of the table, Patrick Sheridan, America's champion.
Peggy.
Second on the road, Zach Walker. Very good, Zach. Although he's only played 5. He's played less games. Anyway, then you've Mike Durham, Tory Reid, coming on 4th place. Jason Woolridge, Justin Matthews, Justin Alexander. Some good games in there. We look for the big one. Packy v Zach. Can I put a score on it?
2-1 to Packy.
5-1 to Zach.
What?
Straight up him.
And obviously we were worried about the boys over Christmas with the forest fires.
Worried about the boys and the big forest fires. Hopefully, well,
we're glad they're all right.
We're all right.
Happy days. Thank you very much, mate. Well,
I love to serve. You know that.
It's been a pleasure. I did miss it, but it was nice to have a wee break, wasn't it? I think that's the longest we've been off in a way.
How long was that?
About 2 weeks.
Actually, we were off for fucking months before we were not.
No, I mean, but over last Christmas we didn't miss a week, so it was good to get a wee break over Christmas.
Good to get a break over. I needed it.
No, you were starting to do my head up.
Starting to show my age on the camera and everything.
New man, new regime, still drinking and smoking anyway.
No, this is this was three at me this night, or else I would have begun the program.
I'm still on tea.
And a kiss for flex mug.
Of course. Anybody sends us anything, it's always well appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Right, mate. Thanks very much, and we will see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Bye.